Going to say this once. I've explained it. I've been on the reel for 6-7 years. I'm just ready to, I'm ready to just try new opportunities, and spend more time with my family.
Can I say one thing?
That's it!
Can I say one thing?
Period. What?
I mean, you already have announced one of them. She's doing a Hallmark movie. It was on your
yes.
She's doing Hallmark.
I am doing a Hallmark film, you guys. I'm really excited. There's new opportunities just kind of like popping up out of nowhere. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful.
She's not going to be stuck selling wine at tasting room, although we do appreciate when she comes in and hangs out with us.
I do. Who said that? I would never be stuck. It's actually, I love doing that. That is going to be my job, I think, when I am...
when you're old.
When I'm old. I feel like that is what, I want that to be my, like, retiring job. But yeah, so you guys, it's all positive, nothing bad. Somebody came through my DMs talking about salary stuff. It had nothing to do with that. Nothing. It's all about, yes.
It was James's fault. Blame it on James.
But yeah, so James. no more explaining about that.
Okay.
And everyone's good. Everyone's on great terms.
I didn't do peppers last time, and bell peppers.
Life is the best that it could be
chili cheesesteak
right now. And
but
that's it. Yeah.
Nope.
All right.
So I think I did for you, but I didn't have any.
Good with that. I just also want to say thank you so much for the love and the support that I've received from you guys. I seriously have the best family. I call you guys family. I do.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. So yeah, guys, as you heard from Tamera's own mouth, she said it is not about salary. Obviously, well, guys, first of all, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And for those of you who are obviously returnees, you got the minerals, you got the minerals. Yeah, you know what time it is, baby. All right, so obviously, as you heard from the horse's mouth itself, and I don't mean she's a horse, please don't take that away. But what I'm saying is, obviously, you've heard from her own lips that she said it's not about salary. Now, if it was about salary, she wouldn't tell us anyway, would she? Yeah. And, you know, I know some people obviously might see this and think to themselves, okay, let's say it was about salary. Yeah. You know, what's the big deal? If you're taking I think we heard potentially could be a 75% pay cut or whatever. Potentially, this is allegedly anyway. That would be a drop from like 3 million to about 1 million. I think it was around about, right? Because she gets paid the most apparently. Again, allegedly, all right? Now, I don't know if you guys, obviously you guys work, right? And now imagine your job came and told you there was a pay cut. How many of you would take it? I don't think any of us would we? We'd all look for another job. So I think sometimes we look at people just because their finances are way bigger than ours. It's like, what you complain about? You get so much money. What's the big deal if you drop a pay cut? But I'm sorry, but none of us would be dropping a pay cut if we were in our normal day in jobs, right? And so that's how I look at things. Yeah? Let's try to keep it consistent. But she said it wasn't the pay cut, so we can move from that and say, hey, obviously we've been hearing news about the real. We had a few days ago. Tamera as well come out and say something, but she said it wasn't about the real, and then, you know, people were jumping on her, saying that we think that you're tweeting about the real, and I always say this: if you're not talking about something, I know it's off the tangent basically, but if you're not talking about someone, can you clear it up and say who you're talking about? I hate people that. Let me say that again, reverb, because I don't hate people because Jesus is Lord. I don't hate people. I hate this whole indirect. And then when people ask you, are you talking about them? Then you go, no. Like, why do it, bro? Like, just say it with your chest. You understand? At them with your chest. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the Illuminati's, blood. You're saying about a show, blood. Like, you know what I mean? You're not trying to out Epstein's killers and stuff. Like, my friend, it's all right. You can say it with your chest. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to Tamera. So I really do feel like obviously there's something going on with the real. I don't know what it is. We've been hearing rumors. I think some of the blogs have been talking about it. That there's potentially something coming, which is not going to be, well, potentially could be the end of the show. Now, I don't know you guys. Obviously, we know about Tamera from ages ago. I don't know you guys from way back. She was a twin on television show, and the name's gone out of my head, like the twin. Is it Tia? It might be Tia. If it's not, comment down below, let me know it's not. And I can't remember what show they were doing, but I can see it in my head. But we've known her, Tamera, for a very, very long time. So it is obvious that she would have had quite a bit of attraction and pull from an audience who have seen her grow up. If you're new, then you might just see her as a normal individual cast member. But if you've grown up with her from watching her on TV, you'd have known that this has been a seasoned individual who's a great actor, and obviously has great assets and skill sets, and actually also has, like I said, has a rich history on television and media. So evidently her contract will be slightly different. The reason why I'm mentioning this because there was allegedly, again, I'm going to say allegedly, there was a conversation, allegedly there was talks about, and again, I'm saying allegedly, please don't quote me. So allegedly there was talks, obviously the fact that there was a little bit of a cold shoulder about from the cast members towards Tamera. I don't know if that's 100% true, okay? But we do know something about human psychology. If you found out your castmate was earning $3 million per season, and you were earning roughly about $500,000 per season, I think you might feel a certain way. I'm not saying that they're right to, but I'm saying you might feel a certain way, thinking to yourself, what is she doing that I'm doing differently? But again, I always say this again, your level is not my level. Your lane is not my lane. So dimo lane, what that means is tree, which means stay in your lane. You understand? Sometimes people get different wage brackets because they're this good. You understand? It's a bit like football when you're watching it. Different footballers get different wages, right? Depending on the level of the individual within the club. So I mean, I totally get the fact that she doesn't want to address these issues again. I don't think it's going to be. No one wants to be associated with. The reason why they left the show is because of a pay cut. I'm not saying that's why she left. Obviously.